What's up, guys? Commentary Guy here, and yes, I am gonna be reporting on what you just know. Ladies and gentlemen, YouTuber Twomad, spelt Twomad, has been pronounced dead. And because it may be a possible overdose on substances that may not be good for kids. I'm saying this because I'm not a minute into the video yet. But whatever. Essentially, that guy, Twomad, the guy who used to do Zoom raids and was a semi-funny shit poster on the internet, who I kind of thought was funny when I watched him 2 years ago, is dead. He died at age 23 at a drug overdose. Now I want you guys to understand something. This is something where I kind of have mixed opinions about. See, me personally, I didn't like Twomad considering what he had become in recent times. Around, I think, a year ago in June, or I think I might be getting it wrong, there was essentially allegations that had come out about him sexually assaulting someone, and then there was proof that I believe Twomad himself posted where it was a video he sent to the sexually assaulted person apologizing for what he had done, and a printed, like, literal piece of paper that had words printed on it saying, "I, Mudea, whatever, because Twomad's first name was Mudea, will no longer be around, blah blah blah," whoever was accused. And that existed, was real, and people were still, debating things and such, because Jamesky, who is someone else who's involved, was helping the person who was abused with legal matters. Now, with all that said, all that done, let's come back all the way now, and between this period of time where Twomad goddamn died, and, he had done his whole thing, he decided to go epically insane on Twitter, started tweeting like 40 times a day, lost like millions, not really millions, but tens of thousands of followers because he was going insane, and he was making videos where he would react to other people talking about him and such, and it was really bad. I don't know what his lawyer was telling him to do, but he maybe didn't even have a lawyer. And whatever, and essentially, blah blah blah, this and that. You come now, and it's essentially, I believe he also posted an image on Instagram or Twitter where he used deceased trans woman Brianna Gay, or Brianna Gray, I don't know what the last name is, but, may she rest in peace, who was a victim of a hate crime. I think the most popular hate crime of recent times was because of the fact that she died because she was trans. And, well, the thing is, regardless of your opinion on trans people or the murder, that was a 16-year-old girl, and Twomad essentially kept reposting that image saying, "Oh look, it's my girlfriend." It's like, oh, I didn't know who it was, which is kind of a dumb excuse because the image he used was the image that was being plastered on news stations, on social media, about who had died. So saying that he didn't know who it was seems like a really dumb excuse, but whatever. So a lot of people hated him for that as well, besides the sexual assault allegations. Now the thing is, this is why a lot of people hate him. And so because of that fact, when Twomad was pronounced dead, it turns out that for 4 days, nobody checked on this guy. Nobody checked on this guy because of social media, no presence, obviously, because he was dead for 4 days with Overwatch open, and apparently he overdosed while playing Overwatch. So his Discord right now, if you check it, it says that Overwatch has been open for 5 days, and essentially he just died during a match. Who knows? That could be real. But essentially, yeah. He also mentioned once on Twitter that he never takes drugs, and his last tweet was "Womp wave," so that's kind of funny. And my personal opinion is, Rip Bozo, right? I kinda used to like Twomad's videos and such, but looking at what he became now, it seems pretty obvious that he was a bad person. There was also a tweet by Jamesky, which I have a little mixed opinions on, which was released an hour after Twomad's death was announced, and he said, well, yeah, he was a bad person who was inciting violence around me and my friends, and I believe 3 other people came to Jamesky's, they were vouching for Jamesky, with Saf9, who is known, horror game YouTuber, video essayist guy, Rubber Ross, who I believe does animations and such, ex-Game Grumps member, and then we have Josh, who, some of you might know Josh as one of the first big people to criticize Dream and got, insanely screwed over with. But yeah, those are the big 3. And a lot of people have mixed opinions about this because it was tweeted an hour after he died. Pretty insane. And they have, like, new allegations and whatnot of him being physically, blah blah blah, physically violence, alright? Okay, my brain hurts, and whatnot. And then you have the classic thing where they're saying, oh, well, guys, yeah, it's, right, let me think of what I'm saying. So a lot of people right now are saying, this is kind of a weird time to post this, why do you post this ASAP? Why didn't you post this before? And even in the tweet, Jameski said, just give me some time to collect my thoughts. I'm still in the ER, I don't know why he's in the ER, so a lot of people think that's pretty sus, that right after he died, you probably for clout tweeted that all more bad things so people can hate on the guy. And yeah, that's it. That's another part of this whole incident. Now, a lot of people are saying, and I'm commentary guy, that there will be a YouTuber who sits on the fence saying that everyone is a bad person because they're making fun of Twomad, who was a sexual assault guy and probably a pedophile. And my personal opinion is I don't have any feelings on the matter. It could have been about me, it could have not been about me. I don't know, all I can say is I am neutral. But jokes aside, I do believe there's one last thing I have to mention about Twomad, and it's that regardless of if you liked him or not, I personally didn't like him and he's dead. Hey, good one, guys. He died of a drug overdose at the age of 23. I want you to understand this. He died at the age of 23. I currently, the person behind commentary guy, that's what, 18, 19, 20, 21, that's 5 years older than me. That guy was 5 years older than me and died. So I want you guys to come away from this with, a little bit of a lesson. No matter how old you are, you can lose yourself at any time, and drugs is especially one of the scariest ways you can lose yourself, and one of the most quickest ways you can. Because at the age of 23, think about it. Incredibly young, he had a lot of his life left. He could have changed, he could have done something for the better, but the fame and the ego got to his head, which made him think he could do anything. And that resulted in him also probably taking drugs and overdosing, and yeah, maybe not a lot of people cared about the guy. That's all I want to say. This is a pretty long commentary guy video. I am talking for a very long period of time, I've just noticed. But I will see you soon. Goodbye.